Hello and welcome back to Cinemazo. My name is Lennon, his name is Wally. And today I still feel sick. I made a mistake yesterday holding a cough for almost 8 to 9 minutes, and today I'm paying the price because my ears, my eyes, and all this hurts a lot. And today, if I have to cough, I'll do it, and I apologize for that. So, Wally, what do you think if today we talk about the spy who has license to kill with no time to die? Do you know who I'm talking about? You got it, James Bond. But now, before saying that this is the last James Bond installment under Daniel Craig as the main character. And I remember, Wally, that a few months ago or a year ago, they were considering Idris Elba as the new James Bond, and the internet and many people went crazy. Ooh, I don't know why. But what if I told you, Wally, and you guys, that the original James Bond is not a white guy with blue eyes? Despite of what many people wants to believe, James Bond is based on many people's personalities that Ian Fleming met throughout his life in the military and traveling around the world. But one person in particular was Ian Fleming's inspiration to write about his James Bond stories. Mm-hmm. Q. So who was the person? Well, the name of that person was Porfirio Rubirosa, a guy from the island of the Dominican Republic. Oh yes, Porfirio Rubirosa was the main inspiration for Ian Fleming to write about his James Bond stories. And before many of you guys start saying that I'm wrong to know my facts, trust me that I did a lot of investigation and I went to good sources, not just something that someone wrote or someone did on YouTube and none of that. I went to the best sources. So I'm going to leave the links down below if you guys wants to check it out. So let me give you some facts about why Porfirio Rubirosa is the real James Bond. Okay? Let's do it. James Bond is a playboy. Porfirio Rubirosa, I'm going to call him from now, I'm going to call him Rubirosa. Rubirosa is also known or was known as the most famous playboy in the world at that time. Yes. James Bond, Wally, is a spy with license to kill. Rubirosa was a spy for the Trujillo dictator of the Dominican Republic with a phrase that he used to say all the time, I have license to kill. So check that one. James Bond was a very mysterious person, and Ian Fleming and JFK, a very close friend of Rubirosa. Yes, I'm talking about the same JFK, the same John F. Kennedy, the President of the United States, was a very close friends with Rubirosa from their bachelor's days. And Ian Fleming and JFK and some other people used to say that Porfirio Rubirosa was a very mysterious person. So check that one too. Bing! James Bond is known for his love of sport vehicles. Yes, Porfirio Rubirosa or Rubirosa was also known for his love of sport vehicles and for being a pilot, a race pilot, and loving silver vehicles. Why? Because those vehicles, silver vehicles, were the color of glamour and elegance. James Bond, Porfirio Rubirosa. So check that one. James Bond is known for being a gambler, and Rubirosa is also known for being a gambler and for spending a lot of time with Ian Fleming and many friends in casinos, drinking, smoking, and drinking his favorite drink. Are you guys guessing which one is? Martinis, with a phrase that he used to say, I like my martinis shaken, not stirring. Ding! Check that one too. James Bond and Rubirosa lived in Paris in their young livelihood. At the age of James Bond is on 16 and Rubirosa was at 17, and the two of them developed a command of the French language. Hello, James Bond, no French. Porfirio Rubirosa command the French language too. And to end this check and blah blah blah, and to check the trailer, one of the most crucial things that Rubirosa and James Bond had in common was their females James Bonds. Yes, Rubirosa was known for his female celebrities, giving him the name of Casanova. And James Bond is also known for his beautiful females, or James Bond females. And there are so many other facts out there that if I start talking about that, I will never check this trailer. So, what do you think, Wally, if we check this trailer? So, let's do it. Come on, Wally. Stay with me.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. You just didn't get to yours yet.
Wow.
The world is arming faster than we can respond.
Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee.
By the way, always James Bond. When in stories, James Bond is always in the Caribbean.
I thought you two would get along.
Right here, I see he's in the Caribbean,
Name? Bond.
spending his vacation.
James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
He's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose control. James, you gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you. What is it?
You don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Wow. Silver beard. So much. No time to die. Oh. Ah, I like that. All right. That's good. Wally. Oh, he fell asleep. I like him. So let's see. A few things I forgot to mention before was James Bond. You know, he introduced himself as not with his first name, but with his last name, James Bond. But he does Bond, James Bond. Rubirosa did the same thing when he used to go parties. He used to say Rubirosa, Porfirio Rubirosa. A lot of coincidence right there? Maybe. So, they used to spend a lot of time in casinos and in the Caribbean and going around the world doing this, doing that. And why, I know there's a question why, if Porfirio is the real James Bond, why Ian Fleming's never, mention and say anything about him. Remember that we are talking about in the 1950s, 1940s, and so. And at that time, racism in the U.S. was rampaging with black peoples, and I'm sorry for that. But it was happening. And having a guy who was a spy, who has license to kill, who was friends of dictators like Trujillo, which was one of the ruthless dictators in the Americas, and then being friend with Hitler, he sat down in next close to Hitler, next or close, whatever, I don't know, I wasn't there. So he sat down the Hitler barge where he was staying, and he did many things. So plus he was a dark skin, he wasn't white. So imagine all these things and being black at the same time, but he wasn't black, he was mulatto. But for you guys, he's considered to be black. So Ian Fleming took the decision, and it was a very smart decision, to change, the physical aspect of the character. Because at the end, he wants to sell books, he wants to make money. And having a black guy in a book as a spy with friendship with dictators and all this and this and this and that, it wasn't gonna, it wasn't gonna do well, for his pocket. Anyways, I like this trailer. James Bond is one of my favorites spies movies, and I have seen every James Bond's movies, and I love all of them. I'm curious to see who is going to play the next James Bond. I still hope that is Idris Elba or someone that is not a white person. But that's my opinion. It is my opinion. Okay? I respect yours. Respect mine. But you guys can tell me who you guys wants to see playing the next James Bond in the next installment. So this already is killing me, so I'm gonna leave it just right here. Leave your comment down below. Give a like, subscribe, and tell me what do you guys think of the story I was telling you. Go and read the. There's one in particular is the best, and is called "Will the Real James Bond Please Stand Up?" Go and read that one. I'm gonna leave all the links down below. So that's it. See you next time.